Glory to you, O Lord.
When Jesus heard that Herod had beheaded John the Baptist, he withdrew in a boat to a deserted place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, Jesus saw a great crowd, and he had compassion for them and cured their sick. When it was evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is now late. Send the crowds away so that they may go into the villages and buy food for themselves." Jesus said to them, "They need not go away. You give them something to eat." They replied, "We have nothing here but 5 loaves and 2 fish." And he said, "Bring them here to me." Then Jesus ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and blessed and broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples. And the disciples gave them to the crowds. And all ate and were filled. And they took up was left over of the broken pieces, 12 baskets full. And those who ate were 5,000 men, besides women and children. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. He's going to say the wrong about it.
There was a newly ordained priest who was as short as me. And when he celebrated his Thanksgiving Mass in a very huge cathedral, he greeted the people, "The Lord be with you." But the people responded, "And where are you?" Are you happy today? But why most of you are frowning, not smiling? This is your Centennial. You're supposed to be happy. So I want you to look around and give the person to your left, to your right, a very big, sweet smile. Some are not doing it. Even you're deaf, we cannot complain. I am very excited and honored and privileged to celebrate with you the anniversary of this 100 years of dedication and commitment to God and to one another. This is truly a moment worthy of thanksgiving, praise, and gratitude for the blessings that you and your parish community have enjoyed, thus making and enabling all of you to remain steadfast in faith, love, and hope. In the name of Bishop Albert, of Bishop Blaise, of Father Maurice, the Vicar General, of Father Ian, Father Hervey, Father Ramel, the pastor, congratulations and happy Centennial anniversary to each and every one of you. For that, let us give God and ourselves a huge round of applause. For the past 3 Sundays, we have been even reflecting on the kingdom of heaven. This Sunday, Jesus acts out, puts into action, and shows concretely the essence of the kingdom of heaven. By multiplying the loaves in order to feed the crowd, Jesus brings home the meaning and significance of the kingdom of heaven as reign of righteousness and kindness, and as the grace that completes our beings and satisfies our deepest longings. By multiplying the loaves and by feeding the crowd, Jesus enables the people to discover that He meant every single word which He had said about the kingdom of heaven. Thus, by multiplying the loaves and by feeding the crowd, Jesus showed that like the people, He has ears, a set of ears that knows how to listen and to respond accordingly from the heart. Also, by multiplying the loaves and by feeding the crowd, Jesus illustrated what He meant by the kingdom of heaven as the reign, rule, and dominion of righteousness and kindness. Indeed, Jesus is the righteous and the kind one, who lives out righteousness with kindness, so that righteousness becomes gentle and mild, and who lives kindness with righteousness, so that kindness becomes just and fair, not blind and fake piety. Likewise, by multiplying the loaves and by feeding the crowd, Jesus clarifies the kingdom of heaven as the grace that completes and satisfies humanity's search for purpose and meaning, and humanity's desire for contentment and joy. Truly, the act of feeding the crowd is Jesus' gesture of being a neighbor and good shepherd to the hungry, tired, and lost, thereby responding to their quest and need for healing and wholeness. Aside from fulfilling His descriptions and prescriptions of the kingdom of heaven, Jesus, by multiplying the loaves and by feeding the crowd, indicates to the people then and to us today the soul and the heart of the kingdom of heaven. The soul that animates and the heart that steers the kingdom of heaven is none other than compassion. Compassion is the response of Jesus to human sufferings, a response that emanates from His guts, from His inmost being. Without compassion, Jesus would be numbed and distant, indifferent and aloof. Yet, with compassion, Jesus is able to care and to suffer freely and willingly for us and with us, even to the point of death. His compassion makes Jesus not run away or climb down the cross. Rather, it enables Him to accomplish everything and to stay with us till the end of time. The compassion of Jesus makes the kingdom of heaven real, relevant, and beautiful. Hence, the kingdom of heaven is good and attractive, worth following, worth achieving, worth serving, worth sharing, and worth dying for. Today, as we celebrate your Centennial, it is good to remember how your ancestors of the faith, despite the many hardships that came along with settling in a land far away from home, had been attracted by the compassion of the Lord Jesus and so we're able to persevere and equip you with a vibrant faith and a loving community. We give thanks to God for them and honor them with our sincere gratitude and prayers. They had left us bodily, but they have remained with us in spirit. They continue to journey with us by interceding for us, so that like them, we may grow and mature in our faith, hope, and love, and so become compassionate people. People who knows how to be caring neighbors to one another, especially the poor, the elderly, the sick, and the strangers. Moving forward towards another centenary, let us imagine what kind of future do you want to have and to bequeath to your children and children's children. Do you want to create a community or a group of people? There is a world of difference between a group and a community of people. A group of people is comprised of peoples who happen to be in the same place at the same time. Sometimes they are doing a common project together. And that common project is what brings them together. A community is different because it is measured by equality of presence. A presence that is caring and solicitous of everyone's well-being. So, are you a caring community? Are you a caring person? Do you want to become a caring community? Do you want to become caring persons? Yes or no?
Yes.
I cannot hear you.
Yes.
Louder, please. I'm deaf.
Yes.
So, if you want to be a caring community, if you want to be a caring person, then learn what compassion is and be nurtured by its transforming grace. My brothers and sisters, if we want to bequeath a caring community to our children and children's children, the right time to do it is now. And the right place to do it is here, in your parish, in your home, in your neighborhood. Like your ancestors, who gave you a sense of eternity by affording you a sense of history, let us intensify our efforts to make this present time a golden opportunity to sow and cultivate compassion. Compassion that teaches us in words and deeds how to love with a love that includes everyone and excludes no one. And with a love that gathers rather than scatters, binds rather than separates, unites rather than divides, builds up rather than breaks down. If we can manage to do this singly and collectively, I am positively hopeful that with the grace of Jesus, the compassionate Lord and Shepherd, St. Andrew's Parish, and you, its members, will become heaven on earth, where everyone who thirsts and who had no money can come to the waters and buy wine and milk without money and without price. Indeed, the kingdom of heaven is real. And right here, right now, we can be in it and enjoy all of its heavenly blessings. Friends, we thank God for the rich and immense grace that enabled our foreparents in the past, that enables us today, and will enable the future generations in the mission of building the kingdom